Hi, my name's James Pask. I'm here to talk to you today about space clearing. And what do I mean by space clearing? Well, the space that you're inhabiting, so whether it's your house, land, or whether it could be your office that you're working from, all of these things are alive. They're in a time-space location and they're energy. They were first created from thought, and here they are in physical reality. And energy has gone into that. There's been human interactions. There's been a whole range of things that have taken place in this area that could need clearing. So, for example, you could have a space, or we've had this happen with clients before, where you move into a house, you've bought it from somebody else, and as that human being has been in that house, and they've been thinking thoughts, feeling feelings, and we know these things create realities, don't they? And so all of a sudden, these thoughts and feelings, they permeate all the different things inside the house, or the land, or the office building, and they leave a residue there. And once those residues are there, they're alive. They're little bubbles of creation. And what they do is they need the same types of energy or thoughts for them to feed or for them to survive. And so they'll start trying to set up and vibe out and have similar types of things start to take place in that space. So for example, you move into a house and the previous people, their business was going bad, their marriage wasn't going well, they were fighting a lot about money and so on. And what we find is sometimes people will go into those houses and they move in, and all of a sudden 6 months into being there, they find themselves going through similar types of situations because they've just entered into a dimension or a game that was those life forms or those thoughts and feelings, that energy was already there. It was there before they got there. And all of a sudden, one of the laws is he who enters the game of another is subject to the rules of that game. They enter that game and they start being affected by what's taken place in that game previous there. So it's really interesting. So what we want to do in that sort of situation is clear that. And so what we do is we can do this from anywhere in the world, and we talk to the spirit of the entity of the house. We talk to the land, even the dimensions of sky going up, because every 6 feet there's a new dimension as you go up off the earth. And so in all these different places, there's different life, there's different energy. And so it's very important that we address and talk to these things. It's very important that metaphysically, you might have bought the house, you might have moved into an office, but metaphysically you want to set it up so that it's your creation. Acknowledge the land that it's on, acknowledge the entity of the house, and they're alive. Talk to them and clear any past traumas, hurts, setbacks that have taken place in that place before you got there. It's really effective, and you also want to set up some really nice boundaries and some things taking place there, so you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel you've got your sanctuary. You can get more, if it's land you're talking about, you can have the land be more productive and more life-giving. There's all these different things that can take place as to into clearing a house. It's really fantastic, some of the things we've done over the years through doing this kind of work. And of course, that's just general. But there's also, in times, you might have a spirit that's caught in the house. We've all heard of stories of haunted houses, and they're real. These things exist. And, it's really interesting. You might not have seen it yourself, but everyone knows someone, don't they, that's got a story of a haunted house or being somewhere or seeing something out of the corner of their eye. And so, and we can clear these things out. There's some really good case studies I could share with you on the website, and I'll be putting up there. And so have a read and see if it's of interest. One of the things I definitely recommend if you've moved into a house or you bought a business, moved into an office, bought some land, any of these things is a great time to get some clearing. Or if you feel like things just don't feel right there, you feel like you've had bad luck since you've moved in there, there's all these different things that can take place and reasons why people contact us and get a land clearing, or what we call space clearing, on their home, their office, on their land. So love to answer any questions you might have. Please feel free to contact me, and I look forward to assisting you and your space. Thanks very much.